Alright, so garden update. We've got some good tomatoes going here. The Cherokee purples right here and the Count 100s are going to climb this trellis. And this is another Count 100 right here that's just going to be staked once he's tall enough. I still need to prune that one, but I pruned everybody else up towards the bottom, as you can see, so they have a nice vine before they start with the leaves. Onions are fine. I still need to get some more straw in here so that they're actually mulched the right way so they don't dry out. So they're looking a tiny bit sad right now, but they're okay. Squash and cucumbers are doing pretty good. Starting to take now. Got some strawberries here in the middle that are just kind of filler. Gonna hold on for next year because we're not really looking for fruit this year. Cucumbers there. Beans are very happy. These are bush beans, and then we've got some whole beans that are going up. Here you can see they're starting to grab now. So eventually they're gonna vine right. Over here's our herbs and some more whole beans. These guys have not quite grabbed yet, but then we've got ridiculous cabbage that I'm gonna have to trim back a little so we can make room. And then basil, flat parsley, curly parsley, more basil, dill. Obviously, the chives are happy. And they're great for the pollinators, as you can see. We've got a lot of them hovering around here right now. More cabbage, cauliflower, strawberries. There's a different kind of cabbage in here. It's purple cabbage instead of green. So I've got, I think, one more green cabbage and then some cauliflower and then the red or purple cabbage. More strawberries. These are actually a lot happier than the ones in the other bed. I've got a bloom in here that I need to trim off. Overall, they're good. These are a peas. Peas are probably one of the most successful so far. As I'm going to show you over here, I've already got blossoms on this one. And this is our lettuce and kale, still a little sad. Lettuce is doing okay. Spinach over here is really not doing much. So I got to figure out what I'm doing wrong there. If anyone has any pointers, just let me know, I guess. What else? Celery over here. They're doing fine. This is a last year's plant, so you can see there's a little bit of a difference. These guys haven't quite taken as well yet, but this one's shooting up. Got some jalapenos, and the other side of our cucumbers. That one right there in the corner is probably the happiest so far, but everyone's doing all right. I anticipate them starting to take off once we have warm evenings. And tiny little jalapenos here. A little bitty. They're not really happy yet because it's not hot. And then these are our bells. Where I got a bloom on this one right here. Can't really see it very well. There we go. So they're doing great. Probably get a lot bigger, and then some more Count 100s. So that's really about it. I mean, we've got our asparagus bed over here, and they're planted, but the crowns are brand new, so we're not going to see any green here for a while. It's just a boring dirt hole right now. And then I guess we can do wildflowers and potatoes. So this bed was planted with a wildflower mixture, and you can see they're starting to come up a little bit. We've got some right here. There's everywhere they're kind of little bitty bits of green, but not much yet. So we'll see how that goes. And then potatoes, I just topped them off with dirt today. They're doing good. A lot better than I thought they would anyway. So I'm just gonna keep leveling up the dirt as they grow, and hopefully into summer we've got some nice potatoes. And then Mom, for you, bleeding hearts. They're in pots. They're very happy right now. And then these are some that we rescued from her ex-husband's house. It's a really nice, healthy hosta. And I don't remember what Heather said this one is. I've got those planted. And then our hosta bed over here has got some cattle panel over it to keep the dogs out because they kept digging up. This one just got destroyed because they're digging a hole right there. So hopefully they'll stop doing that. And then we're gonna go to the front bed. All right. So we've got a really beautiful cascade grass right here, some irises. This iris bloomed for the first time really well this year. It's a beautiful purple. I'll send you a picture if you want. And then we've got this guy right here who's just now starting to open up, and their flowers are really vibrant yellow. And then some brand new irises that were also rescued from Michael's house. Some lilies. We've got a rose bush that's been blooming all spring. And they're very pretty. The deers ate it back at first, but we managed to keep them back. So there's a lot more buds on right here and everything, so this should be really pretty for a while. And then this one, Lavender's not crazy happy, but she's recovering. That's some sage. I didn't realize that it had such a pretty flower on it, but it's also an herb. That moved from our vegetable garden over there to this garden because it is very pretty and it flowers a lot. Daisy right here. Daisy's ridiculous. She's huge. And I can't remember the fun name for this, but it's called spurge. It's a beautiful flower. Like what you're looking at right now is mostly flowers. That's not really leaves. They look like it, but there's a really small red spurge over here that I've got. There went in this year. And that one right there went in last year. And then we split it because there was 2 plants right here. And moved it over here, and it really didn't like it, so we had to cut it back to what survived, and hopefully this will rebound. Got some blanket flower right here. This one's called Coral Bell. We just planted a bunch of different kinds of these. So there's a small one right there, and there's a small one back over there, and some more. I can't remember what these guys are called. I need Heather out here. I've got 2 of these, those tall purple ones. This one has just exploded with flowers this week. And then more lilies back there. There's some sage kind of tucked in here, but I'm going to have to pull that one forward a little bit to like that spot where the trowel's at. I've got some autumn joy. And then for the finale, I mean, they're not really finale anymore because they're a little sad looking, but fire poker flowers. I don't know if you can understand exactly how thick these things are, but here's my hand compared to the stalk, and it goes all the way down in there. So these things are ridiculous. Heather calls this Karen because no matter what you do, it's going to come back, and it's going to come back bigger and more obnoxious every year. So we have to be really careful that this one doesn't choke out Autumn Joy, because those are really pretty and fun. They're almost kind of like a succulent, but not really. And last but not least, because we don't want it to invade everywhere, we've got some mint. And this is my portable sprinkler thing because I have to have something to hold the sprinkler down so it can reach this bed all the way to this bed. And obviously I can't plant a sprinkler in the brick. So I think that's about it. Love you guys.